The Five Fingers, a handful of glorious granite peaks that loom over the northwest side of the 395, about halfway between Mojave and Lone Pine.
You guys know by now that when Adam sees peaks like that, he immediately wants to know if they can be climbed.
I looked these up, and it turns out there's a known Class 3 route up one of them, and no beta whatsoever on the others, except that several are Class 5.
So Adam's natural response is, let's get all of our gear and try to traverse all 5 peaks in a day, starting by going straight up the face of the gnarliest looking one.
I thought it would be awesome to be the first people on record ever to do the full traverse.
Uh-huh. Here's how that worked out.
The approach to this thing is super steep.
It's like all sand, desert. I'm just worried about snakes.
Yeah, snakes aren't good. I'm just like, this climbing gear is really heavy.
Yeah.
But way better to need it and have it. What is it? Way better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, right? So I think we're gonna need it. I'm looking at these peaks.
I think we're definitely gonna need it. We are needing it and having it right now. All in.
I think we're definitely gonna need it. But there's no way I wanna get up there and not be able to make a peak because we don't have the gear.
Sure.
So I'm just hauling all of it up.
Whatever, you think you look cool.
Well, I always look cool.
Okay, this is what I live with, you guys. This is my daily experience.
Don't bump into that cholla plant.
I know, they're so beautiful, but I know better than to trust them.
Yeah.
It's crazy seeing these Joshua trees out here, huh?
Any hike with Joshua trees is a great hike.
You think it's an omen?
It's an omen. This is just a super cool area.
Yeah.
Joshua trees, great desert vegetation, and gnarly peaks, 5 of them.
And no one around.
No one else is trying this.
How are you feeling about your life decisions right now?
Well, 2 of these look absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know. The one on the right just seems maybe not climbable.
The other one too. I mean, but look, we're gonna do the best we can. We're not gonna, we're not trying to end it all. We're out here practicing and doing our best, and we can hopefully find some way up. It does not look good from here. The good news is we're basically up to the rock. The bad news is that there's 2 types of granite. One type is the sort of what my buddy calls good granite, sort of Yosemite El Capitan granite, nice, hard, reliable. The other is something he calls ball bearing granite, which is granite's just kind of crumbly, just wants to turn into ball bearings under your feet. This would be ball bearing granite.
Handy ball bearing granite.
So we're gonna be really careful. We might even put on our helmets once we get up into the Class 4, yeah? There you go. Just make sure you have your handholds in case the ball bearings go out from under your foot.
Loose rock everywhere.
Yeah. I think we're gonna start with the eastmost finger because that's the one that the use trail comes up to. And it also looks super gnarly. So I think if we can get that done and under our belt, we're gonna be more confident because it's pretty sketchy right now. We're putting on all the gear. Helmets, in case like I kick a rock down or there's some kind of rock fall, because these are a lot of loose breakable rocks. Just everything. Everything we got. This thing is already gnarly and it just gets gnarlier from here. Because it's so slippery,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in a piece right here.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Start climbing, Elise? Okay, bring it. So I didn't climb over the top necessarily, but I reached. Nice. Nice. We're not too far from the top, but I hope you can see there's this gnarly crack climb up here. And I think that I can do it, but Elise, for very good reason, does not feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready.
So we have a nice little belay station here. So I think what we're gonna do is climb back down and try to go around.
Do you want me to belay you up this?
Well, that's not gonna help unless you're willing to come up.
Right.
Because otherwise I'm just going to be stuck up there by myself.
You're gonna be stuck.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's this multi-pitch, so it's,
Yeah.
you couldn't belay me up the whole way.
Yeah.
So you'd have to come up halfway at least. But that's okay. I think that there might be another way up this. If we just go around, that's that you're more comfortable with.
All right, guys, round 2. Adam's gonna lead us around this huge rock formation that befuddled us.
Careful, watch that gravel. You don't want to slip and slide on this one. You're not afraid of a little cheese grater, are you?
I'm very afraid of a cheese grater. This looks cool.
Yeah, it's better than the other side. I don't know.
I don't see anywhere we can place gear right here. This is so frustrating.
It is very frustrating. Although I guess if it was easier, there'd be reports about it.
Everyone would be doing it.
Not everyone, but someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just can't find a safe way.
Yeah. There's ballsy ways. But I'm not that ballsy.
You don't want to do this one?
With rope maybe, but I'm not free climbing that. It's a long slide.
Yeah, it is.
It's just that there's so much gravel on top of the rock. If it was just trustworthy rock, I would feel okay. It's the gravel that makes your foot and your hand slip right out under you. It's just not trustworthy.
Guys, we got ourselves into kind of a rough situation. We're on these slabs, just trying to basically get off of the one rock. And there's this kind of gnarly little crack, which seems totally doable, but if the consequences if you didn't do it right are, all in. So I'm gonna rope Elise across this crack and then try to get myself across.
Wow.
Crumbly, huh?
Yeah.
You're putting your feet in the crack, not your hands, huh?
Well, what do you think?
No, it's fine. I think however you like to do it. How's it look down there?
Kind of dicey.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you jump or is it too far?
Let me just. You got me on the leg?
Oh yeah. You're tight. But you will pendulum, just don't forget that. So don't fall. You don't want to pendulum.
I don't know. I don't have any hold.
Okay.
You got me really tight, right?
I got you tight.
Okay, a little slack.
Good?
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice little slab traverse.
That was spicy.
I don't think I've been in a gnarly foot crack like that since the dragon traverse.
Oh yeah. I mean, the dragon traverse actually felt way safer than this one. The hazards on this thing
Man,
are endless.
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 So slippery.
Yeah, man. I just never can get a grip anywhere.
No.
It's our next favorite thing, bushwhacking.
Bushwhacking.
Don't we love it?
Love it.
How stoked are we?
I think you like it more than those slabs.
We do.
Back up to the slabs we go, Elise.
Favorite thing.
Nice. That's it.
There's Adam all the way up there trying to find us a route. It's not looking too good. I swear, this mountain is trying to kill me. What'd you find us here?
I think I might have found us a way up.
Really?
I hope so. I'm exhausted.
These fingers are trying to tear us down.
I know. I think we might be trying to climb the middle finger right now, which kind of makes sense.
Oh, it is the middle finger. That's perfect.
Yeah, we're getting the middle finger.
Love it. Yeah.
We're obviously, I don't think we're taking the best route, but it's hard when you have zero beta. You just have to make it up on your own.
I know.
I just want to get up one of these fingers at this point. Seriously, like, if we can get up one, I'm going to feel really good.
I know, me too.
From this side. I mean, I know you can get it from the back. That's like more of a hike from the back. You can get one finger.
Okay.
But these middle ones and the east ones, I don't know.
I don't know.
There's no beta on that.
All right, so this is what we're working with now. Not a lot of obvious places to go. You thinking that crack?
Yeah, maybe up through here.
Adam?
Yeah,
What's happening?
I'm just coming down.
We got to bail?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we got to bail.
It's just too nasty.
Too nasty. Okay. What'd you find up there?
Man, it might go through, but I just have no idea what we would hook to get down. It's just this gnarly slab straight up once you get past this bit.
Yeah. So
I think we might have to bail on this.
yeah. Okay.
I'm just so disappointed.
Yeah.
It just feels terrible. We just bit off more than we could chew. I'm sure there's probably a way to do this traverse even for us now, but it is 100% not coming up the southwest face. And I know we're right to turn around because we're exhausted at this point, but it's just so frustrating.
I know.
I think if we could get up there, the traverse wouldn't be that bad, but we've been traversing along the slabs and we keep trying to go up the face. It's just not working. I think if we come again, we'll probably just go all the way to the west side where there's a hiking thing that you can come up and I think it's supposed to be class 3, class 4 to one of the summits. And then maybe we could traverse across. But this was just that much too challenging for what our skill level is. In other words, I felt like we could maybe do it, but there's no bolts, there's no beta, so we don't know what we're going to get up there. And what if we get up there and we feel that we're stuck? Mm-hmm. And what made it so frustrating was it was so close to something we can do.
I know.
But it just didn't feel safe, and so we're bailing.
Bailing. I hate
After
bailing.
hours and hours of sweat and blood and tears.
I really hate bailing. I hate it.
It's brutal.
Brutal. Well, we didn't die.
We made it back. We were really beaten up and with nothing to show for it. Really disappointing.
I'm so disappointed. Ah!
You don't seem that disappointed.
I'm glad to be down here. That was rough, man. That was really rough.
Yeah, it was rough. Okay, guys. Well, we returned from this debacle, exhausted and dehydrated less than 24 hours ago. But we had a good night of sleep and plenty of time to reflect on the lessons learned.
Mm-hmm. I was very disappointed coming down from the peaks yesterday, but looking back, I'm actually really happy that we had the whole experience. I learned 2 major things, one of which I already knew, but I think it's a good case in point. Adam is very overly optimistic. It's your endearing quality. I love you for it, but it is true. I think we bit off a little bit more than we could chew.
In this case, maybe a lot more.
Just yeah, a lot more. But aside from that, the second really important thing I learned was I can really trust Adam. So we were in some gnarly places yesterday, and a lot of them we couldn't even show you because we couldn't film safely while we were belaying each other. But not once did I ever feel in danger. Adam was locked in. I felt incredibly taken care of. You made sure I wasn't doing anything that would be too dangerous for me. So I think this was a huge step in the right direction for us.
So I learned, and I think this goes along with your kind of thing about being overly optimistic, that I am not really a climber or a mountaineer or any of those things at heart. What I am is an explorer. Because it is kind of insane to just, I mean, there's a reason there's no beta on these 5 peaks because nobody does them.
Yeah.
Because they're just too gnarly. The rock is bad and it's just tough. But when you're an explorer, that's what you want. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you said to me, you can either climb Everest in a train of 50 tech bros, or you can pioneer a new route up Rainier. I would take the new route up Rainier every single time. Mm-hmm. That's what appeals to me is exploration. And part of exploration, maybe the biggest part of exploration, is failure. Mm. So, I mean, it was just a huge fail yesterday. We didn't make it up one of the 3 faces that we tried. It just...
yeah.
Oh, it was just so, and it was so exhausting and challenging and frustrating. Mm-hmm. I actually believe that after yesterday, mm-hmm. that I, and hopefully both of us, mm-hmm. will be the first people to ever complete this traverse on record. I think it's doable.
You do?
Yes. I just think it was a little bit beyond our range. Yeah. I would have needed to be there with someone who was a better and more experienced climber than me, that knew how to set up rappel anchors on a flat granite top with absolutely crappy rock and safely rappel down and all of that stuff. I just didn't feel that I had the experience to know for sure that I was going to be able to get us up and down all those things safely. And we were this close to climbing a couple of the really, really cool ones, but just our combined experience levels, it just didn't feel right and feel safe. That crack.
But you did have the experience to know to call it and
Definitely.
To turn around. I think that's huge. You didn't have an ego. You did not ego climb yesterday.
No, I did not.
You turned us around because ego climb, you would have been going up.
Well, ego climb, I know I could have made it to the top.
Yeah.
I 100% know I could have made it to the top of at least 2 of those. I just didn't know about getting back down, and I would have been going solo because you didn't want to climb that crack, and which is totally right.
I need to practice a lot of crack climbing before I head up that crack.
Yeah, and you never did crack climb, and I'm kind of like, I could just, you're gonna be top rope, but at least no, I'm not comfortable with that, and that's great. It's great that you knew that.
Yeah.
And probably I should have anticipated that, but honestly from down below, because it's a long approach, mm-hmm. so you can't tell anything from down below. You can't tell how good or bad the holds will be or the cracks will be. We had to get up there to see, and it turns out it was just a crack. And a crack I felt that I could do, but yeah, you don't want me, you need some experience doing that as well.
I think it's okay. I think this is totally part of being an explorer. Just remember Ober-Rothhorn? And this is a really interesting, social debate, I guess, because a lot of people were upset with us on Ober-Rothhorn for going without beta. And I'm sure we'll get some hate on this video as well about trying something that doesn't have beta. But that's the whole point of being an explorer. Back in the day, the first climbers didn't have beta. They just went.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the point. And as long as you don't go beyond what your capabilities are, which we 100% did not, I honestly don't think it's a bad thing to stretch yourself a little bit, to explore, to try to find. Also, I think it was overly ambitious to think that we were just going to go right up the gnarly face the first time. If we go again, I would start with at the end where there's an actual class 3 scramble up to one of the fingers that you just hike up, and then see what you can do kind of coming over. See if maybe there's a better route than just going right up the gnarly face, even though the gnarly face looks super cool, and it would be super cool to say that you climbed it.
There goes Alan's optimism again. Somehow I see you talking yourself back into it.
I totally am.
You look at everyone's witnessing it right now.
But the point is that whichever route we take, we'll be 100% sure that it's safe and that we're doing it safely and taking our time to do it right. And there may be more fails, but one day, guys, we are going to deliver you the 5 fingers traverse. Meantime, we're keeping it safe.
See you next time.
See you next time.